I'll show how to use AWS CLI. So from your local laptop, local system, you should be able to connect to AWS instance from a command line interface. So if you love command line, because command line is useful in several ways in several companies when you work on Linux, so you must know this, and when you are export on this, so you can be able to achieve a lot of tasks, because most of the time developers on the Linux server have access to the graphical user interface, so it's better to use command line. And you can AWS has several components, and you can access without this graphical user interface. So I have connected to AWS management console. So first of all, you should be having the account in AWS management console. You can use your Gmail ID to create an account. AWS CLI. So I was just showing you one instance of one component of AWS. So we have EC2. So using AWS CLI, we can connect to various component of AWS like EC2, S3, RDS. So generally people connect to EC2 to see like how the instances are running and what is the status. So I'll go to my document where I have documented. So let's say this is my Raspberry Pi system. Here you can install in Ubuntu, also you can install in your Fedora, Red Hat. So I have chosen this. First you have to execute this command. Okay, then let's see our second command, AWS CLI. Okay, so it is installed currently. So let's see what are we can see the AWS version using AWS command line interface. So version is CLI version 1.18. it is written in Python, I guess. Okay, so this was the initial config, default config, so we need to remove it. AWS help. So this is the help command line help for AWS. So you can see there are several options. AWS EC2, S3, like everything, you'll get it here. Okay, now in order to get your access key ID and a secret access key, then you have to follow this step. So you have to go to AWS management console and open the IAM console. From the navigation menu, click users, and then you'll get that, and later then you can configure it, because to connect to EC2 instance you cannot connect it directly. I'll show you. You have just installed AWS, so it doesn't know like which AWS instance to connect, because you have your account, right? So if you will, let's say, type AWS help, and I want to see EC2 instances running or not, or status of EC2 instance, options. EC2 instance connect EC2. So let's say I'll type, so if you are familiar with command line interface, you will just type AWS EC2, so it will give you help. So it is very helpful, AWS EC2. So here, how to use this command, you can see this uses AWS options and then command, AWS then command and sub command and help if you want help of this. So AWS EC2, let's say EC2 is a command and then connect help, so it will show EC2 connect help. Okay, EC2 help. EC2 start instances. So if you want to AWS EC2 start instances, but which instances? You have to provide the instance details. So I'm just constructing a command like a layman here. EC2 instances help, because EC2 instances I have to get like what I have to okay, so see, it is providing like instance IDs. So we have to provide instance ID here to instance start instances, and then here we have to provide the instance ID. You can run instance help, start instances, instance IDs, and then value. See, I'm just I did a mistake knowingly. Instance 1 2 3 4. So you must, now it is coming, like you must specify a region. You can also configure region by AWS configure. So now we have to check for the key. So again I will show you, if you want to see help of AWS command, like how to use it, you have to type AWS help. Let's consider you are very new to command line. So it's, see the synopsis. First you have to see the synopsis. Synopsis is AWS, then options, and what are options? Here it is given already. Then what are command? So scroll down, you will get the command. Okay, everything will be there, command, sub command. And if you want to see help on AWS S3, let's type AWS S3. Again it will require AWS S3 help. See, it is showing help for S3. Okay, so what are different commands inside S3? Copy, move, remove. So for this session, let's concentrate on EC2. Available commands. So again, you have to see the synopsis. AWS, then command, and then sub command. So these are the commands. AWS EC2. See here, AWS options, then commands option. This is not mandatory. So option is EC2, command is show instances. Okay, start instance. I have to just see what are the instances. List instances maybe. Okay, so let's do AWS configure. We have to, let's go to open the IAM console. From the navigation menu, click users. Okay, then add user, because users, and click manage. Select your IAM username. Username, just give something like Penguin CLI. Management console access. Custom password. Let's access key user, select IAM username. In group. Then again go to IAM users. create users. Now user has been created. So now AWS, now we have to do AWS configure AWS access key ID. Access key ID is this one. Copy this, paste, copy this. Secret access key, default region name, does not require a region name. Okay, format none. We can give JSON also. So now I will type this command, specify region. Okay, so let's go to EC2 and specify a region. Let's see, AP South 1, because I have already given, so just press enter. AP and region is AP South 1. JSON. Now describe instance status. Okay, then use sudo. South 1 JSON. Okay, so IAM, the role is missing. IAM policy. CLI. EC2. Okay, let's provide EC2 because we are trying to access EC2 to create policy. Okay, then those users groups, policies, C2 put. You can assign to user. Now let's see. Now see, we are able to access it. Okay, reachability, instance ID. Instance ID is this. So if I want to stop the instance from here itself, EC2, let's say I wanted to know how to start or how to stop it. Let's say it's running, so I have to stop help. Stop help. Stop, where is it? Stop instances. So I got one clue. I am just knowingly doing this because so that you will understand. It will stop instances help, because I don't know what are the next arguments. Stop instances, so it is describing what is stop instances, and stop instances followed by hyphen instance IDs and then value. So I'll just copy this. Stop instances, instance ID, and then value. I'm just putting a random value right now. Okay, so right now it is not giving value because it is not valid, so I will just execute this command and I will copy the instance ID from here. Or you can also go to your you can find the same instance ID, EC2 running instance 1, and here is your instance ID. Stop instance, see the same instance ID, AB. Top instances, you can name stopping. See, so this is all about AWS CLI. If you want to know more, you can comment on my YouTube video or Facebook video, wherever you are watching, and I will explain you more about this. Thanks guys, thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe channel, and also share the video with your friends. Thanks.